back with By the Edge of the Sword, Swords of Sovereignty, Battle of Ordingen, more charging and more melees, but charging uphill and meleeing on the flanks, meleeing on Siegfried's left flank. More enjoyable mechanics, nice clean. I will one introductory thing, and then I'll get into this this charge here and this melee over here. So here's an example of where the level of complexity / level of simplicity comes through. So when our new here charged with his knights, this is uphill, so this is level 2 right here, or level 1 actually, charging from level 0 up to level 1. Obviously the defenders want to try to reaction charge. By the way, I realized that no matter what, if you try a reaction charge, you have to turn and face your attacker. Now in this case, the defender is already facing Arnou's charging knights, but that is something I noticed. But if you okay, so then if you, it's interesting that you attempt a reaction charge to basically nullify the charging bonuses that the attacker is going to get. But probably if the game were more detailed, it would be handled differently. Of course, the defenders are already uphill. So again, if it were a more complex game, there'd probably be some difference. It's one thing to countercharge on either the same kind of terrain or level clear terrain, but it's different. I mean, it's almost, I guess a more complex game would say, certainly if you successfully reaction charge, wouldn't you then not get the bonus of being uphill? But anyways, that's the detail that is not here. That's not here. So they attempted a reaction charge. They have to roll equal to or lower than their printed troop quality right there, unit quality of 4. They roll a 7, so they do not succeed. So that means that what that means is the charge is going to go in. Yeah, the charge goes in with bonuses. Okay. By the way, this is Arnou's activation. I didn't skip, but I had Renal not do anything because he's in a fairly good position up here on the ground, except his left flank's down here on the level 0, which is why when initiative passed to Arnou over here, I had him move up his knights and declare melee here. The knights started here, which meant facing this way, which meant that the dismounted men-at-arms here, right there, dismounted men-at-arms, were not in the front hex line of the cavalry, the knights, so they could not charge. Otherwise I would have charged. So instead they had to turn, move here, turn, and move again. So it just becomes a melee, not a charge. But Arnou charged with his knights here, strength 4, quality 6, to these fatigued knights up here on level 1 hill, the level 1 rise. Alright, so let's go through it. So terrain right away. Oh, this is another thing. There are, which is good, there are effects on melee versus effects on charges on the terrain chart. So that's something to bear in mind, and that's good. But -1 for charging up a level. So as they're doing, this is level 0, level 1, so it's -1. Let's see if there's anything else. Terrain. Determine down mod is linked to strength ratio. So Arnou has a bonus of 2, by the way. So right away there's going to be a 2, plus 2, but 4 to 1 is 4 to 1. Strength ratio, which is 2 to 1 or higher, plus 2. So we go from -1 up to +1. That's for strength ratio. So now we're at +1 strength ratio because of the strength ratio. Then we go to, I'm getting to the point where I can almost memorize all this stuff. Unit types involved. So this is another interesting thing. It looks to me like the charging. So we have charging. Oh, I'm sorry, it's this other melee here. I'll get to that later. This is knights against knights, so it's 0, no change. We'll go to unit quality. So quality 6 against 4. So the attackers have the benefits. So they get a +1. So now it's +2. Then we get to the leader. Arnu has 2, bonus of 2. So we go up to 4. And finally, charging a front hex is +3 for 7. I think that's it. I do think that's it. Yeah. Which is the max anyways. That's great. Roll, get a very average 5, plus the 7 is 12, which is the defenders. Oh, I know why he charged there. One of the reasons why he charged here is, oh no, I take that back. In this game, I don't know if it's unusual or not, but we have to remember that in this medieval type battle game at this scale and scope, you can retreat forward. Does not make any difference. So first it's discouraged. The defenders are discouraged. Like that. That's the first result. So they're fatigued and discouraged. And they retreat. So they go here. Now I don't know about facing. I guess they... what is the facing? Retreat. Okay, you can change facing by 1 hex side. A unit which retreats into one of its front hexes loses... Oh, this is something I gotta remember. It loses a level of disorganization. So does that mean that he... does that mean that he routes? I guess so. Because discouraged is... level of disorganization. Valiant, discouraged, routed. Okay. So I gotta remember that little... I forgot that little caveat. Charge is... I guess I'll take that away. So now he's not discouraged, he's routed. So I guess he goes 2 again. Oh, this is interesting. Then do you go back? Do you go back and apply the original retreat? Oh, that's interesting. A unit which retreats into one of its front hexes loses an additional level of disorganization. Oh, or does he not route? Does he just... No, because... Oh no, I guess it's... I don't know, I guess you could look at it as he's just routed here with... I don't know about that. So he already retreated. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the discourage result. Oh no, I did do the retreat. So now he would route move, I guess. I'll try that. Now, here's the other, so here in the melee over here, I was going to say, yeah, I found it very interesting. There's only HA unit type for men-at-arms, but you have mounted and dismounted men-at-arms. But I find it interesting that the charging knights, obviously mounted, they're always mounted. No, actually, knights can be unhorsed, so I guess you can talk about dismounted knights. But that doesn't seem to make any difference. Just like this men-at-arms, it doesn't matter that they're dismounted, that they're on foot. So men-at-arms on foot. Alright, so terrain is open. Strength 3 to 2. That's 1 to 1 plus 1. CH to HA is plus 1, so it's plus 2. And I'll finish this melee, and this will be shown in the next video, the results.